Hi, and welcome back to Talk of the Town, an important event that we're going to highlight for you today. We've got Walk MS happening in Madison, and here as a co-chair of National Multiple Sclerosis Walk MS Madison's committee is Jim Turk. That was a little bit of a mouthful, but I'm glad to see you. Thanks for being here.
Thank you.
So when is Walk MS Madison
So
happening?
It's on Sunday, May 6th, and it starts really about 8:30. People start showing up typically, and the walk actually officially starts at 10 o'clock. But we have kids' activities and breakfast and coffee, and Maynard the Mallard is going to be there and stuff like that. So
lots happening before
Live
that.
music.
Wow, okay, and we'll get into some of the details here in just a minute too, because there's more than even you listed so far. But talk to us a little bit about the organization of this event.
So the committee, just as the walk, they have a different committee for each thing that the MS Society does, which is like the bike ride is one of their big ones. People have probably heard of that, and the snowmobile ride and all sorts of things. The MS chapter for Wisconsin, MS Society chapter, does a lot to fund research. They do a lot of supporting of people with disabilities with MS, and so that might come in the form of helping them with, facilities in their house, if they need bars or ramps or something like that to help them out, or it could be a lot of other things. So I just always tell people to go ahead and give the MS Society a call to find that out, but they do a lot of great stuff.
And yeah, it takes money to do some of those things, so fundraisers like this are very important. How did you become involved with Walk MS and also the National Sclerosis Society?
Yeah, so I was diagnosed with multiple sclerosis probably, it was 10 years ago. And I actually started doing some stuff for the MS Society on my own pretty quickly after diagnosis. I did a weird clinical trial and stuff like that, so that was a good icebreaker. So I started going to MS support groups around the state, telling them a lot about the research behind it and how to enroll in research if they wanted to. That's kind of my background, so it was really easy and fun for me to do. And I also had contact with the MS Society to make that happen. And then I just started doing more and more. They had me teach a class at one of their summits back in 2012 or something like that, 2011. And then it just kind of went from there.
Wow, okay, so you've gotten pretty involved over the years.
Very involved, yes.
And if people would like to donate or register for this run so that they can be, or this walk so that they can be involved, what do you think a good way to do that would be?
Well, a good way is, you can just go to the walk and you can register and donate right there on Sunday. And that's what people typically do. So you can also go through the website, nationalmssociety.org, I think it is.
Yes. Yeah, so going to the website is a great resource. And let's run through some of the event activities real quick. So the charity walk is Sunday, May 6th, just as a reminder, at Warner Park in Madison. And it's the single biggest rallying point for those living with MS. That's a really important component. So lots of great opportunities to give back to a great organization. Over 1,000 people typically walk and participate. And okay, let's see, silent auction, Kids Zone, selfie station, photo booth.
Very important.
You mentioned the live music, the free breakfast, so much more. Such a great way to get involved. What a fun activity. Any other fundraising events surrounding the MS Walk that you want to discuss?
Around the MS Walk, we do like Benvenuto's, for example. So the walk happens at Warner Park on Sunday, and Benvenuto's, which is right next to Warner Park, offers 20% off, or 20%, I shouldn't say 20% off, 20% donation to the MS Society if you mention Walk MS. And so if you mention that on the day of the walk, they'll donate 20% of your bill to the MS Society.
That's pretty significant. Yeah, absolutely. So mention MS and they'll do that, and the sales, go back to Walk MS. I think that's really wonderful. So again, as a recap, Sunday, May 6th, Walk MS here in Madison on Sherman Avenue at Warner Park. Please get involved, go to the website, and be a part of a great give back opportunity.
Absolutely.
Thank you so much for sharing this with us,
You
Jim.
bet. Thank you.
Thanks for watching. We've got more after the break. Stick with us.